Everyone, hope you had a great Sunday. I'm First Alert Chief Meteorologist Darren Meyer, and today turned out to be a little bit warmer than forecast, as we did get a good amount of sunshine developing during the afternoon after, well, morning clouds and even a few light showers, although those were very minimal as far as impact, not even enough to measure in the rain gauge in Eau Claire today. 67 though on the mercury, and that put us a little bit above average by about 5 degrees. 43 our low temperature. Cloud cover has been returning to some of our western counties now during the late afternoon hours, and these will eventually start to work into the Chippewa Valley, but it's going to take a little while for that to happen. Farther south and east, a big open area of clear skies and a good opportunity to catch the sunset this evening. A live look from the WEAU tower cam showing still plenty of sunshine at this hour, and look at that, temperature has gone up another degree, so we've just inched that high up a little bit more. South wind at about 11 miles per hour. The air is dry. Dew points are only in the 20s, but those are going to be coming up significantly in the next 24 hours. Now we really got to talk about what the focus of the forecast is going to be, which is tomorrow, and we do have a first alert weather day issued for tomorrow. The main time frame is going to be in the afternoon and particularly the evening, and we have the first alert weather day because we're expecting a severe weather event during this time frame, and it could be fairly significant depending on how things come together. But our primary concern is severe thunderstorms that would include damaging winds and tornadoes. Generally speaking, south winds 10, gusting to 25 miles per hour, but in any storms, they would be going over 60 miles per hour. And our highest chances for these occurrences will be between about 5 p.m. to about 11 p.m., maybe midnight. So really that late afternoon and especially the evening part of Monday. Now, the latest severe weather risk issued by the Storm Prediction Center, that was issued Sunday early afternoon, and not much of a big change here. Still, most of our area under this level 4 of 5 risk. And the primary reason for this is for the possibility of tornadoes that do form. They could be rather strong, but realize that the overall impact and coverage area is not being highlighted by what you're seeing here, because the storms are not going to be that widespread. But that is why we primarily have a level 4 of 5 risk. Now, the severe threat levels with that for us locally in the Chippewa Valley, well, they're all pretty high. I'm not worried about flooding, but we have a moderate level for hail. Now, in the morning hours, there will be a round of storms. Those could produce potentially some large hail, and if we get any individual thunderstorms that develop in the afternoon called supercells, then they would also have the greatest risk of large hail. We're talking maybe 2 inches in diameter or greater. But wind may ultimately be the highest risk here, as a line of storms is what is expected to work through our area during the evening hours, and that could produce those damaging wind gusts. But they may also include some spin-up tornadoes in that line. If we get any individual supercells to develop before that, then some of those higher end tornadoes and long track tornadoes will be possible. So that is really what makes tomorrow particularly a dangerous day if we get that to form, and the conditions do favor that possibility. Now, temperatures tonight are not going to drop that much. We're looking at lows in the 50s, and then for tomorrow, with morning clouds and showers, they'll hold for a while, but then in the afternoon, we do expect temperatures to be able to rise above 70. The warmest air may stay off to the south, and you see that big contrast behind our low, which is going to be taking a track cutting up to our northwest, putting us in that warm zone. The air is dry right now, as I mentioned. Dew points into tonight will only be in the low 30s, but look at all the moisture to our west. And over time, this will be sliding eastward. They'll be up in the 40s at wake-up time Monday, and then they look to climb into the 60s right during that prime time after 5 p.m., and that is a key ingredient for severe weather. Now, we've had 1 week warm front lift to the north, a lot of clouds here. The second one, the primary one that we're going to be watching, is low pressure in western Nebraska. This is going to strengthen and track up into Minnesota over the next 24 hours, and it's that warm front that we'll be watching its progress to the northeast through tomorrow. So for tonight, the clouds do tend to fill in, especially after midnight. And out ahead of that warm front, conditions will favor some scattered shower and thunderstorm development. So you might be waking up to some boomers here. These could produce maybe some marginally severe hail. And going into the later morning hours, a lot of that will be pulling away. This is almost at noon. But if we do get any severe threat, it would primarily be hail. There could be a little bit of wind in these as well. And then we're going to catch a break. And the question is, during this time here, between about, say, 2 p.m. and 6 p.m., do we see any supercells develop? The conditions could favor that, and those are the ones that would quickly turn severe and could produce tornadoes. But the forecast model here not really showing that just yet. And then in the evening, we expect a line to develop. Now, this forecast model is not showing very much, but there are others that show more of a significant line coming through between about, say, 6 and 10 p.m. As we go on through the evening hours, and that will pose the greatest severe weather risk. After midnight, all that moves to the eastern part of the state. We may see a few lingering showers early Tuesday, but then we get into some sunshine and it will be much better. For tonight, becoming cloudy, maybe a shower or thunderstorm very late at night. Breezy winds staying mild in the 50s. Low 70s for tomorrow, our first alert weather day there. And then a slight chance of a shower Tuesday morning, 50s, but we warm up back in the 60s Wednesday and Thursday, a few showers there, and then we look at some drier weather heading into the weekend as temperatures rise back into the 60s and 70s. That's a latest look at your weather. We'll have another full update with the latest information tonight on WEAU 13 News at 10.